Under a grey Roman sky, tens of thousands of mourners gathered at St. Peter's Square, a crowd including cardinals, religious leaders, heads of state and pilgrims from across the world. Security was tight, with police and snipers stationed across rooftops. The funeral mass was led by Cardinal Giovanni Battista, following Pope Francis' request for a simple ceremony with minimal formalities. Unlike previous papal funerals, there was no prolonged lying in state inside St. Peter's Basilica. Instead, the Pope's body was displayed for public viewing from Monday through Friday, dressed in a simple cloak without the traditional red shoes or elaborate papal regalia, a reflection of the humility that marked his papacy. Another major change: the coffin. Pope Francis was laid to rest in a plain cypress coffin, foregoing the traditional triple casket, combination of cypress, lead and oak used for past popes. Inside the coffin, symbolic items were placed besides his remains: a scroll summarizing his papacy, Vatican coins minted during his reign, and a lead tube containing his papal pallium. The rite of final commendation and farewell was brief. After prayers, the coffin was carried by the Pope Mobile to the Basilica of St. Mary's, a place deeply personal to Francis, where he often prayed before and after his apostolic journeys. In a historic break from tradition, he became the first pope in modern history to request burial outside the traditional papal tombs beneath St. Peter's Basilica, following in the quiet footsteps of earlier popes like Pope Paul VI and Pope John Paul I, who also opted for simpler funerals and modest tombs, moving away from centuries of elaborate burial customs. Among the mourners were world leaders including US President Donald Trump, Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky, Britain's Prince William, French President Emmanuel Macron and Kenya's President William Ruto. Pope Francis' funeral was not just a farewell to a global religious leader, it was a final, powerful act of humility, reflecting a lifetime devoted to the least among us. His simplified funeral rites served as a profound reminder of the values he championed: mercy, inclusivity, and servant leadership. David Kagina, K24 TV.